All right, let's start with the keyboard, shall we? Did any of you guys join the Kuroshiro? I heard only good things about it. So I'm really excited to open it. And I am praying to the keyboard gods that the spacebar isn't warped, because my last experience with PBT was CRP release 2, and it was very unusable. The spacebar was warped. Imagine this is the spacebar, and the last bit was like this. So you would try to put it on a keyboard, and it was like the end of it was like bent, and I couldn't make it work. I tried to do the method that KBDFans recommend, which is putting on boiling water and then trying to use a heavy object to put it back in shape, but that really didn't work. So I'm thinking that, you know, the keyboard god's logic must be, I'm gonna screw you once, but then I'm gonna redeem myself on the next one. And that's what I'm hoping for when we do unbox the Kuroshiro. We have like a straight, perfect spacebar. That's my hope. Magic 8 balls, things looks promising. Let's hope. Oh, look at that. I didn't watch any unboxings before unboxing this, and I am surprised. Wait, did the universe just bugged, or is it just me? I thought it was upside down, and then I rotated, and now it seems it's upside down. Maybe it was me, the ode, yours truly here, that didn't notice. Yeah, this is the correct orientation, and I just fucked the case by opening it with the knife, which is no good. Hey Jay, one day I'll promise you that I'll figure out why the build command doesn't work every time. But meanwhile, what I can do is copy and paste. Maybe I can't even copy and paste, can I? No, I can't copy and paste things from my own chat. How nice is that? What the hell? Let's see. Hold on. I'm really committed to letting you know what I'm doing. God damn it. Let's see if I can copy and paste now. This is taking way too long, isn't it? Oh, there you go. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Sorry, I tried. I'm unboxing this and the Kuroshiro, basically. And I am using Nightbot with a cooldown of 5 seconds. And I missed a couple of notifications, so Bifu just followed, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much, Bifu. And Sai just subscribed with a tier 1 subscription. Thank you so much, Sai. I really appreciate that. And Balazin TV is also following. Thank you so much. And this is Jordan, just joined, and he's here on the lunch break. I would do my best to not cause any indigestion, okay? This is Jordan. All right, here we go. I fucked up the box, which I am really sorry for, because this is a nice looking box, and I like that, you know, KBDFans is stepping up their game on packaging, because I really like their stuff. Oh, look at that. So it's not even, this is just like an outer sleeve like that. And then you get a very nice box with the shape of the keyboard. And my keyboard is Win keyless, and I can see the blockers here. What I'm wondering is, if I ordered like a Win key, would it be a different print on the box? That would be really nice, right? If this was like a faithful representation of what you get inside the box. Are you guys ready? All right. We have some coronavirus here. No, I'm kidding. We have some fake stabs, and again, guys, you should never use those stabs that come with the keyboard, because usually they are just a ton of crap. And we got some hardware, the screws and the bump-ons, which I'll remember to put on right away, because I always forget to do that. It's a different design, XX. That's amazing. Yeah, very, very nice. I don't know if this is AI03, like influencing KBDFans, or if they did step up their game in all of the products, which I think we'll see pretty soon, because I have one of those Peebles keyboard coming, which is going to be, you know, we're going to be able to see if it's something by AI03 or if KBDFans did step up their game in packaging. All right, guys, here we go. So we have the PCBs here, and I can already kind of peek a half breastplate, which looks really nice. And I am really considering using this one for my build. We'll see. So there you have it. Let me open it so you guys can see. It's not, you know, PVD. It is one of those, let me check the texture. Yeah, there's a finish here. So is this even brass? I don't remember what I ordered. I think it is brass, just a finished brass. Let me see if you guys can see the finish. So I don't know what technique is this, but it's very smooth. But yeah, I do think it's brass because of the weight and the rigidity. So it's the sandblast. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Nizan. So this is sandblast. Okay. All right, and then we have the PCB here. I think I ordered more than one PCB, but I'm not quite sure. So there you have it. And the PCB have those very nice flex cutouts, which makes a nice combo with the, you know, half plate. And we have backlight. Very cool. Especially because I did get the polycarb version. And last but not least, here it is, keyboard. But I am wondering if I did not order any extra plates or PCBs. I always order them. So I'm kind of puzzled as to why I didn't. But we can figure that out. All right, here we go. Hey Pedro, how are you, man? Hi, to start, do you advise a YMDK84 kit? I would not recommend that kit, because I think, and if I'm wrong, I apologize, because I think it doesn't have QMK. I think ideally, if you want to build your own keyboard, I would start with something that supports QMK. There's a lot of this material, like flakes of this material here. But I must say that this looks really good. It has a very heavy weight because of the brass weight. And of course, we want to see the bottom of it. Hey Gogo, how are you, man? I didn't say hi, didn't I? Did I? So very nice weight. There you go. Most YMDK are bootmapper. Yeah, but if it is bootmapper, you can easily convert it to QMK. So maybe somebody already did that for you. So just check that out. But other than that, it is a great kit to get started. The poly finish is really on point, man. I have no regrets of choosing this. Let me see if I can show you. But at least when it's screwed in, it's spotless. Let me show you from all different angles here. It is really spotless. I don't see any issue whatsoever. It is awesome, and I think it's really pretty. Like the design. It is, as far as I can see, it is spotless. I don't see any signs of any issues with it. Hopefully you guys can see from this camera how nice it is, how really well put together, and the finish on the polycarb is really stellar, even on the insides. And as I said, those are not stains or anything. They are there is, oh no, there isn't. They are the foam that became a little flaky, that's all. All right, let's take this apart. Even before taking it apart, let me put on the bonbons. Yeah, the packaging was really good. Really an upgrade from usual KBDFans stuff. Got mine 5 days ago and I really like it, but I didn't like the finish. But it was my first polycarb, so I don't know if it's KBD. What didn't you like about the finish? Because maybe I'm missing something here. But I must say, mine looks spotless. And I do have a few polycarb boards. So even, you know, the small areas like around here, it's really clean. I have zero complaints. Yeah, and I agree. I know this took a while for them to finish because I think the first cases did have some issues. But what I'm seeing here is really spotless. I am trying to find an issue with it and I can't. Okay, there is one minor thing. There is a little stain on the weight. Let me see if I can get that on camera. Hold on. Zoom in, it's here on the right hand side, around there. Yeah, the camera doesn't translate it too well, but it's around here. You can kind of see it. Oh, this, there. Can you guys see it? That is the only defect that I found. And I must say, you have to look at the right angle. Like, from my point of view here, I can't notice it. But if I like go looking for it, then I can. Yeah, from this angle, I can clearly see it. But that is really the only thing. And it's, yeah, because I agree with you. Really meh. Like a super minor thing. I am really looking forward to build this because I think it's going to sound amazing. And I just remembered that I have an alternative blade for it as well. I bought a carbon fiber blade for it. And I can't even remember where I bought it. But someone did it. I think it was either Project Keyboards or... Hold on, let me look. Project keyboard, yeah. So yes, that's the one I have. Trying to find it, hold on. I have way too many plates. Yeah, just found it. And thank you so much for the follow, Psycho Bunny. So this is the polycarbonate plate. So that's why I wanted a second PCB. And I'll try to see if KBD fans still have some, and I'll order a second one. Because I am really curious about how it will sound with the polycarbonate plate. And this is the polycarb plate. Let's make a quick comparison here. Yeah, and even though this plate is kind of universal, I like the fact that this is a fixed plate. So in my point of view, that's another plus, because I really don't like those universal plates very much. Now let's see. Even on screw, I don't see any warping or anything. At least nothing from this view. Let's see if I can take the top out. Yeah. So the top is really straight. No problems here. And same goes for the bottom. Don't see any issues with this. All right, let me put this back together real quick and let's test the PCB. And then we can assemble it completely with the brass plate. All right, let's plug it in. Let's see. Isn't it carbon fiber? What did I say? It is carbon fiber. Did I say something else? I always do that. I meant carbon fiber. You always got a piece of wire in your pocket for a special occasion. I said polycarb. Man, I am... Sorry, guys. My age is kind of showing. Yes, this is not polycarb. This is carbon fiber, obviously. Sorry for the stupidity. That is carbon fiber. But yeah, I always keep a piece of wire. No, those are jump wires that I have on a drawer here. I use them mostly for this. Hey Chopper, how are you? And Dane Daddy's here. I always say this, but if you guys don't know Dane, he does USB cable streams, and you should definitely give him a follow if you're into cables, if you're like planning to into making your own cables, which I kind of am, but I never get to it. Where was I? Okay. All right, 100%. And thank you so much, Teddy Bashers. How are you? Thank you so much for the follow. All right, let's put it together, shall we? And let me resort to my... Hey, look at that. Dang Daddy just cheered 100 bits. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. Let me get some inks. Do I have any more spares? I think I do. I think that's fine. Maybe a cherry. No, this is not a cherry. Those are Greetex. Let's get some tangerines as well. Okay, I think that will do it. All right, let's do the brass first. Red inks are your favorite, right? Yes, this is Jordan, my absolute favorites. But let me tell you, for a brass plate, I prefer the black inks because of its weight. And I just realized that I never took it out. Definitely prefer black inks with even aluminum. I think sounds better with a heavier switch. That's why I recommend blacks for them. But yeah, in general, red inks is my absolute favorite. It's the tolerances are very tight here. There you go. Which I think is a good thing, right? MX browns are your favorite? Yeah, I'm not a fan of browns, but I need to give it another chance. I have some retooled browns and I am willing to give it a try. I want tangerines, but won't be in stock till May or something. Yeah, and those are tangerines release 1, R1. The ones that are being restocked, I think, are R2. They are different. Even though I didn't try the new ones yet, I have them coming. So we're going to see it here soonish, how they sound. We also going to review the Polycarbonate switches. It's another one that I have coming. All right, let's screw this plate in. And I'm really considering building this board next because I'm really excited. Because I think a polycarb TKL is going to sound amazing. Let me also zoom in a little bit, I think, or you guys are seeing it from too far. And again, for the price that this was on GB, I think this is a very nice board. One of the most premium boards that KBDFans did, in my opinion. I really think it looks really good. And which makes me excited for the Polaris as well. And boy, this bottom is really heavy. I just don't like that they didn't use magnetic screws for the bottom, for the case itself. That really breaks my heart. Oops. I guess I could have replaced this. I have magnetic screws here. I think I'll do that next time and take it apart. All right, this is what it looks like with the plate. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, and I just fucked up the PCB. I wanted to see if there was any flex, but what is the point? Okay, so this is the brass plate. The half. Yeah, I like the brass a lot too. I really think I'm going with this most likely. All right, let's see how it looks with the other one. And you know what I'll do? I'll just grab a few M5 magnetic screws here. How many do we need? 8. We have 4, 6, 8. So we can replace those, hopefully. How come only half plate? What do you mean, how come? I wish it were full as well. Cheaper to manufacture? No, it's an option. You could choose between full plate and half plate. I just like half plate. I like how it sounds, how it feels. I have a couple of half plate keyboards. It's just matter of taste. Like whether you like or you prefer the half plate. It is not, because of cost. Alpha sound better. Yeah, and they have a ton more flex. Which for linears is always a plus for me. I know people that don't like it, but I do very much. Let me put this here. Exactly, it's preference. All right, let's check out the other plate. Keep buying stuff, yes. Fix that for you. All right, let's check the carbon fiber plate. Carbon fiber, yeah, I love carbon fiber as well. I'm really torn here between the two and which one to go for. Going to have to rebuild a 65 after next cable drop. I want a 65 so bad. You know what's funny? I am not a fan of the 65% layout. I like 60%. That's my favorite form factor. And then I like 40s board, 40% and whatnot. I do like TKLs, but not as much as 60. And I think 65% come even after TKLs on my preference. Not a huge fan of 65% keyboards in general. You miss your arrow keys. I used to be like you. And what I would do is use the 60% layout with arrows. Have you tried that? 60% with arrows? I don't like it very much nowadays, but I used to love it. Let me show you the arrow layout. What the hell? So this is the 60% with arrows layout. And of course you can't see it. So basically those are arrows. And the rest is like a traditional layout, but you have those 5 1Us after the spacebar. And then you have this shift. And the thing is, you lose the question mark here. So the question mark for me is actually here now. And what I do usually is map this shift to the question mark. So this is the question mark for me. So it doesn't make a whole lot of difference if you don't use your right shift, which I don't. So yeah, this is the arrows layout. Kind of dig it? Yeah, so that's one idea if you want to try a 60%, but if you're missing your arrows. And probably with time, you're going to get used to having your arrows on the second layer. I'm a programmer. I use a lot of arrows every day, and I learned to use them on a second layer. But it takes a lot of practice, so if you're fearful of that, make sure you experiment with, you know, the arrows layout. I think it really works. They are on a second layer now. I guess I'm just lazy. It's not lazy. It's it takes a lot of getting used to. And I was just like you. I refused to accept that that was the way. Exactly like you. So let's see if those magnetic screws are long enough to actually hold. Yep, I think they are. Same here, even with arrows, I map WASD arrows anyways, yeah. And the main thing I don't like about WASD, and I understand they work great for games, is that it's really hard to like use shift and out and the other modifiers with WASD, right? That's why I don't use them. So this is how it looks with the polycarb, and I must confess that I prefer the visuals of the brass, but once you put keycaps on, you won't even, you know, notice the difference. So yeah, I think the correct way to go here is like try both and see which one you like the most. But I'm most likely doing this one first. And I just wanted to check my KBDFans order to make sure. Oh my god, I hate when this happens. Basically what happened here is I'm using two computers using Synergy. I don't know if you guys know Synergy. And the scroll lock was pressed when we were testing the keyboard. And now I can't use my other computer, so let me see. And then I use the visual on-screen keyboard to turn off scroll lock every time. There we go. So let me check my order from KBDFans. Oops, and I was going to type on this keyboard. You type on the right one. KBD, I'll be right with you guys. Fans and KBD8X. Yeah, and it looks like I only did one plate. I wanted a PC 8.5 with brass, but PC sold like in 2 seconds. Yeah, that really sucks. And by the way, Kinzuppy, thank you so much, or Kizen Pie, not sure. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. Okay, so that's it for the KBDFans KBD8X. Do you guys want to see something else before I put it back on its packaging? So Chopper is asking if I am liking the keyboard that I'm using. I am liking it very much. I'm going to talk about it in 1 second. Let me just put it back on the case and put it on my little stack of boards to be built. But I am quite sure that we're going to be building this next. Joining Godspeed. So Teddy, I am not a fan of 75% boards where you don't have the function keys isolated like this on a different, with a blocker between that and the main. So that's the reason I am not joining the Godspeed. Are you joining it? Do you like that kind of layout? Yes, me neither, but the USB hub is so cool. Yeah, and I agree. As a matter of fact, I have a board that is very, very, very old. Hey, 159. Thank you so much for the 8 months tier 1. Thank you so much, man. But yeah, thank you. I was talking about the board. So I have one board that was made by Alf long time ago. And it's called the X2. And that board comes with the USB hub as well. And I think it allows you to plug like 3 on that USB hub. We need to catch up soon. Absolutely. Hit me up on Discord, 159.